So I was going to make a video about this topic, how long it takes to become a full-time blogger, but I've actually changed my mind and we're going to talk about something slightly different, and I'll explain why in a moment. Let's get into this. Hi and welcome back to the channel again. Yeah, today I was going to talk about how long it takes to become a full-time blogger, because it is a question I get asked quite a bit. But over the weekend I was watching a few videos, catching up on a few YouTube videos that I've not watched, and I came across a YouTube channel called MomVanUp. Now, I've seen this lady, Sabina. I've seen her in some of my social media chat groups and commenting on some of my videos, and I think she's been on Alex's live streams as well. And I saw her video that she posted about actually becoming a blogger herself and running a blogging business. And it kind of touched a bit of a raw nerve, or, it touched an emotion inside me, because it really resonated with me how I was back in the beginning. So almost 4 years ago. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? I've been on YouTube a year now, but I've been actually blogging for nearly 4 years now. And some of the things that Sabina was saying in her video really, like I say, touched a raw nerve with me, and it made me think about the whole process of becoming a full-time blogger, or even just starting your first website or your first blog.
Wonderful YouTubers that I love, and they were telling me, there's a FedEx truck here. That's one thing about working out of your van, like FedEx trucks. Anyway, I wrote some notes about what's going on with my new website. So I started a website with the intent of retiring my husband. We have 4 kids and we just need to be together more. So there has been some developments in my business. I just want to start by saying I think the most important thing that has happened in this journey is just getting myself into an entrepreneurial mindset. I have only been thinking like a business owner for 86 days.
Now, I will leave a link in the video below. You can check her channel out. Please do subscribe. I did give her a bit of a shout out, and I think it's given her a little bit of a boost, which is sometimes what you need, just that little bit of good luck. But it's fair to say this past year has been the most turbulent time in blogging I have personally experienced in them 4 years. And I'll tell you why. There has been such a roller coaster ride with Google, with all their core updates. Now, Google does thousands of updates each year. Most of them we don't know about, but they very rarely do huge, big core updates. Maybe 3 or 4 a year. But I mean, this year, I think we've seen 7 in a 2-month period alone. So it has been crazy. And I have never seen as many comments from disheartened people that I have this year. So bloggers in Facebook groups and stuff really disheartened with the whole process. You can see on the screen now, this is a screenshot I took the other day, where I saw lots of people, not just this one person, saying, they've had enough, they're giving up, they're sick of the roller coaster ride that Google keeps putting them on. You're building your traffic up, you think you're getting somewhere, you start earning some money, you start planning your life around that income that's coming, and then it's gone. And Google does something, it flicks a button, it types a number in an algorithm, and it all changes. And it can be the most heartbreaking process going. Now, you'll hear people saying, oh, it's because you've got poor content. Well, no, I've had websites that I would definitely say has better content than another website that I've got, and the one with better content got more heavily penalized or hit. And the one that I'd say is definitely poorer content, it's not rubbish, but it's definitely poorer content, shot up and did really well. So, I'm not going to go with people saying it's because your content's poor. That definitely is not 100% the overriding factor with this. And then the other reason I see so many people getting disgruntled is because of the length of time. So, 4 years ago, you could pretty much guarantee after 5 or 6 months, you would be out of the Google sandbox and your traffic would start to come. For all the content that you've been writing over the past 6 months, you will see that traffic steadily increase, and you start to do well, and you start to get some encouragement. But even that seems to now take much, much longer. I have got a website I'm building, which I call my mega website, which I intended to put an absolute ton of content on, and I expected that 5-6 month growth and then the big hockey stick effect. Well, the website is about 7 months old now, and I'm only just now seeing that little hockey stick effect starting to appear. pretty much month on month now the page views are doubling and they are coming in. But it is a worry in my head now that, you know, I've waited so long for that to happen that we might get to 12, 13 months and then Google will do something and off it goes again. It drops down and, you know, you're back at square one. So I do really understand the frustration that's out there in blogging, and I have it. I myself am a little bit disgruntled with blogging. Not that I say I don't love it anymore, but I do find that the process has changed now. You can no longer do a step-by-step roadmap to success. There's a lot of variables in there now that's often out of your control. So there definitely are some real negatives to blogging at the moment. Now, going back to that video I saw from MomVanUp, one thing that really spurred me on and really gave me a lot of encouragement and inspiration this weekend is just her drive and her passion. You know, she's blogging out of the back of a van. She has 4 children. Her husband's never at home, so he's always working away. And that's her drive and her motivation to actually build a business, a blogging website or a blogging business that can actually provide more income for her and her family. Then hopefully she can get her husband to quit his job, he can join the family, and they can have more quality time together. Now, I don't see a better reason to blog than that. And that's why I'm going to show her some support. That's why I shouted her channel out. That's why I'm going to offer her the chance to, you know, have a conversation with me. Let's see if we can help her out. Because some of the practicalities that she's facing, just the basic things like learning how to screen record to do her YouTube videos, how can she edit from her laptop, her theme on her website, she's really unsure the platform that she's on, getting a WordPress platform, getting a nice theme on there. So all just some of the basic things that to you and me might seem second nature now, to a new blogger and somebody starting out is very confusing. But her passion to get up at 5 a.m, drive off somewhere and blog for a few hours and look after 4 children, that's the sort of passion, the drive and the energy that you're going to need to overcome all these obstacles that Google's going to throw at you, and just blogging in general has, you know, that gets in the way sometimes of that emotion of you feeling really successful and you doing well. 100%, if you're doing well, your passion, your drive will probably stay. It's can you keep that passion and that drive when things are not going well? And then other past events that's happened recently, AI content writing tools and software has been at the forefront of all the conversations at the minute within the blogging world. And it's either really hyped people up and got them interested in blogging, or it's really discouraged them because they're thinking, I don't want to start a new blog because so many people are using this AI content now to churn out hundreds of thousands of words each month. And how can I compete with that when I'm writing it myself, I'm writing it from home, and I can only write 1 or 2 articles a week? How can I compete with that AI content that's just been churned out? So again, that has either put a lot of people off or it's got a lot of people interested in blogging. But things like that, again, can be these roadblocks that stop you from actually doing what you want to do. So I just wanted to make this video. I'm not going to tell you exactly how long it's going to take for you to become full-time because it's such a varied number. I can't put any data on it. I don't know anybody who can go on YouTube and go, become a full-time blogger. It's going to take you 18 months because nobody knows that. I truly believe it is longer than it used to be. I 100% think it's harder than it's going to be. If you don't like writing content, if you get bored of writing every single day, then don't become a blogger. Do not build a niche website. Unless you can afford to outsource it, unless you can afford to actually build a team of writers, if you're going to write the content yourself, if after a couple of months of writing you are getting bored of writing, then stop. Stop what you're doing, look for something else. I don't know, try drop shipping, do a YouTube channel, do something other than blogging, because you have to get up each day, whether it be early in the morning, whether it be after you finish work, and you have to write content. No matter how much you're bored of it, you're sick of it, if that's how you feel, get out now. That's my advice to you, get out now, because you have to produce the content. And even when things are going bad, you have to produce that content. So it is really difficult to say now that blogging, it's an 18-month process, it's a 24-month process. Nobody can actually put a pinpoint on it and say, this is when you will become a full-time blogger. So that's why I'm not making that video, that's why I'm making this video. And I just wanted to, you know, reach out and say that you can find inspiration to push you through. You can find that drive and that determination. Mine over the weekend has come from MomVanUp's YouTube channel. I highly suggest you go check her out. Look for the passion and the enthusiasm in her voice. And if you haven't got that, then possibly blogging isn't for you.